Welcome Beyond the Borders. I'm Mateo, and a few months ago, I was sitting exactly in the same place where our students' guests are today. I'm in the other side, as I help the organization, and I have the privilege of moderating this conversation. We often use the word interculturality in international education, but what does it actually mean in practice? Is it simply speaking English together? Or is it mobility? Or is it something more demanding and more transformative? Today, we explore interculturality through two lived experience: the ABC active engine in the urban environment and the cultural traineeship program for staff. Let's begin by briefly introducing ourselves. Signe, please.
Hello, my name is Signe and I come from Latvia, in Riga, from the Latvian Academy of Culture. And I'm a university teacher at the Department of Intercultural Communication and Foreign Languages. And so my main teaching subject is French culture, French language. But my strongest research interest is based on interculturality. This is also my field in the ACE²-EU Alliance related to European values. So I am in this intercultural field as a very interested researcher and teacher, still looking forward to live, to research and to live, especially to live those experiences.
Great. It's a pleasure having you on the podcast.
Thank you.
Verónica, please tell us more about you.
Okay, I'm Verónica. I work here at the Universidad Transilvania. I work at the cultural department, so I was called to go to the Alliance for the work package 4. It is societal and cultural changes. We're supposed to change the world from looking at people who suffer and people who love beauty also. And I also teach social responsibility. So I'm an Argentinian also, so I have a vital experience of being intercultural all the time because I have been living in another country for many years. And I always try to make an emphasis on the differences between what it is culture as nationality or how we behave or our traditions, and then the arts, So I'm working in the arts section of the Alliance, but I'm having a vital experience of nationalities and cultural diversity.
Perfect. Thank you, Verónica. Olivia, please tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, like you said, I'm Olivia, and I'm a third-year physiotherapy student at Medical University of Gdańsk in Poland, of course. I just came here to experience some new cultural things, like meet some people from the field like mine and from the other fields. In everyday life, I'm working with people, so I'm just an open person, and I love to be a part of this course because it's an amazing one.
Great. And Jose, please.
Yeah, I'm Jose. I'm Colombian, but I live in Germany since 2020, and I'm currently doing my Master of Science in Entrepreneurship and Corporate Venturing. What brings me to the project is mainly that entrepreneurs, we want to go abroad. We want to see the way we can add value to society in different ways and also in different stages of life. In this case, active aging is also important to us. And since I also used to live in Colombia for many years, I also have the international experience, and I can see the work from 2 different ages. And yeah, I love to go abroad. I like international connections, networking. We're in a globalized world, so we need to connect with people. We need to work with them every single day.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jose. Jose, when you registered for the ABC on Active Engine, what did you imagine the experience would be like?
I thought it would be more theoretical oriented, but actually surprised me that it was more practical. Like, it felt really real. Like, we went to the field, we talked to the senior citizens, and at the end, that's what add value, because they told us like what mattered to them. They also realized that we are looking for solutions, and also connect with people from different backgrounds, different universities. At the same time, it also shapes the way you think and the way you can bring something to the society. Because we are now working with people from many different countries, but we need to have one single outcome. So it's really real.
Yes. Do you think collaboration was gonna be easy? And also, I was gonna ask you if you were nervous about the language, but you speak very good English, so I know, and I have talked to you during these days. I know language is not a problem for you, but did you think collaboration would be easy?
Not really, but language was a problem though, yeah.
Okay.
It was. I would say, let's go first with collaboration. Of course, first you need to know the people in order to work with them. But we don't have so much time. So we need to like really scan the people really quick and say, okay, we can work good together. Or if not, we need to solve the problem really quick. So we need to really be direct and communicate clear. That's what we did here. And that's good, that's good. I mean, having problems is not bad. So you only need to be clear and say, okay, let's go straight and let's find a solution together. And about the language, we all have different accents, different backgrounds. So at the end, it's also like intercultural stuff around there that you need to try to figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally right. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Olivia, the ABC require collaborative project work on overcoming barriers to physical activity for older adults. How did cultural diversity affect your teamwork? Did you approach problem solving differently?
I don't think so. Like, we made a great group. Like, we've got a great collaboration. Like, we're listening to each other. So we're just giving our stuff. Like, when someone wants to do something in his way, we just listen to them and take it into consideration. So I think we're just a good team, so we don't even notice any problems in our group.
Great. I have another question for you. I really like this question because we were talking about this yesterday at Plaza Mayor. Did you notice different communication style during this course?
Yeah, a little bit. Like the host said, we are from different countries. We've got a different characters, so yeah, I touched it a little bit, like noticed, but I don't think that was a problem. Like, I think it was a great experience to find the together way to solve the problems and to find the language that we can all understand. And it was so funny, like listening people. For example, from Spain, they are talking English very different than in Poland. So it was very funny at first, like, oh my God, please speak a little bit, like not that fast, because Spanish people speak very, very fast. And in Poland, we speak slowly, like fluently. So it was very, very great experience.
Yes, it's totally true. Like when we were speaking to each other, we were like very talkative, but and you also got like it's true that we speak very fast, and then when you reply, it was like more chill,
Yeah.
relaxed. It's good. Good. Okay.
Can I just quote something?
Of
The
course.
first meeting we had, it was online. Of course, it was a Zoom, and I remember I couldn't understand anything because there were so many different accents, and like you say, you know, the accents are very characteristic from the different countries, and well, I couldn't get anything.
See, it is great.
We learned to communicate conversation.
It's good. It's good to because these courses are like real life situations. You know, I always say that these courses creates an environment where you have team projects where it's people from other cultures, other languages that they have different backgrounds, different stories, and then you put all together. And also you have universities, education, stakeholders, and it creates like a little environment in our program that prepares you for where it's coming next.
Yeah.
And okay, for both of you, can you recall a specific moment where cultural differences shaped the outcome of your project?
I think I can start because it's about yesterday challenges. Like we got a lot of challenges in the city center. Like for example, we have to film a video about some well-known scene from the film, and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know anything. Like for now, for 6 people, I don't know understand. And there are the guys from the Austria, and they just find like this like in like 1 minute like, oh my god, we have to create a Titanic stance. And it was so funny, like, and they thinking a different way. So it was a great pleasure to find it together. And I think it wasn't a problem things, but the great experience that we can solve the problems we've got. And everyone is thinking in different ways. So it's great.
Great. What about you, Jose?
When I would say when we were in the stakeholder place, Alcorcon, in the municipality, different cultures approaches the project in different ways. That's the communicative way. For example, the Austrians, let's bring that back to us again, because they're really direct. And you cannot approach a senior citizen being so direct, because they love to talk. They don't talk so much in the daily lives. So they like to explain everything, and at the end, they answer the question. So you need to go a bit with them, with the flow, like, okay, tell me about your son or your daughter, and then you ask. But the Austrians wanted to go really to the straight to the point. And of course, the Germans as well, so the North Europe is mainly like direct. And we are like people that speak Spanish as their first language. We are really kind of, we go and then we tell everything, then we go to the point. So that was a different cultural difference that catch my attention, because it seems normal to them, but it also seems normal to me to speak my way. So we try to find a solution in the middle. But yeah, that was the one.
Yes, yeah, I knew about this before meeting you, because I have a lot of Colombian friends and also in Spanish. And it's true that when they talk to me for a project or whatever, they first ask for my family, for everything, and then they go to straight to the point, and I totally agree with you.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, very different. Let's go for some questions about cultural perception of Angel. This connects with interculturality. Okay, let's move on now for some questions for the staff. And I want to know more about your opinion in interculturality in the classrooms, but also in professional experience in institutional settings. Okay, so during the cultural training you received, did you notice difference not only in national culture but also in institutional culture?
Yes, totally. It is. I am having talks with colleagues during this week, and we keep discovering how different our kind of national contexts are. Like Verónica herself, she told that she has not just in Spain all her life, and we have excellent Austrian colleagues who are from Scottish or from France, and like wherever. So I think I would like to invite all of us to think to move outside those strict national borders. It is with the globalization, it is not more the only way to perceive cultures, but of course there are some tendencies. We can talk about some tendencies. Some stereotypes are still present. So we can still keep it. Because it helps at first communicating with people, but let's not block ourselves on those national cultural borders. But of course, what is different that maybe a university in Latvia, which is a small country, our university, which is Academy of Culture, would probably be very different from other schools, other universities, and all the same for all universities around the globe. So there's always different aspects. Keep them in mind that there is big cultural groups and then there are smaller ones. Some call them subcultures, but yeah. And besides, they are fluid. They are not fixed. They're moving all the time. So sorry, guys, there is no framework that would help us in 100% in situations. So the key to handle all of this is flexibility, a personal flexibility, just adaptability, flexibility, be ready to whatever might come. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with you because it's what you say, like there are a lot of small countries, but although they are small, they have a really strong culture and way of being. So these opportunities are perfect for getting to know them and everything. So I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Verónica, what about you? I want to ask the same question because I find it like very interesting. So during the culture trainership, did you notice difference not only in national culture but also in institutional culture?
Yeah, I've been in the Alliance just for a year now. So I've been working with my Latvian, German, Austrian colleagues a lot. And I've discovered, you first go with the approach of that stereotypes or tendencies or dimensions of the cultures, and they are true. They tend to be true. They tend to be confirmed even in the institutions because they are more traditional or more like light-hearted, or they are so different. But what I wanted to stress is that I have discovered the real people, that the Germans that are supposed to be like so strict and rigid, and they're so lovely and heartwarming and absolutely delightful. I loved working with them, and the Latvian, they are so great professionals. I have learned like a lot from them because they are creative but all the same very professional. I don't know how to say it in another way. So I want to take the people to make them shine because it's what it's all about, who you're working with, not where they come from. So I'm enjoying it a lot and trying to focus on the names and people.
Very lovely. Okay, let's go with the next question. Beyond formal sessions, how important were informal moments? Shared meals, cultural visits, city walks?
Of course, we are here to walk, but interculturality is not a thing that you can work out. Never. It just happens consciously. In our program, we on the first day we had lots of not purely theoretical input, but frameworks, and but then of course because it helps if you know some concepts, some categories to think of when you speak of interculturality. But then is life happening in between, before and after the traineeship week. And this is the beautifulest part. Also, the reflection is very important. And we are also, during this program, invited to reflect on it, to do journaling, to take this moment and internalize what we experienced. What did I learn about myself when I meet people from other cultures? So it is all of it. Meals included and visits, of course.
Yes, meals in these programs, I love it because you can try different places or dishes from different parts of the world, and you also learn a lot because with dishes and cooking and everything, you also learn about the culture.
Quite soft.
So yes, one for you, Verónica.
Well, yesterday we were talking about how to make people feel welcome and that they belong to a place. And the conclusion was that all that took it was time. So you have to share time, you have to share yourself with others. And So yeah, there it's fundamental to go outside this theoretical, I don't know, practical, whatever, and just to spend time with people. That's it. And plus, like to show the best of what you have. If you're sharing a meal, it's the best you can have, of course. And we went to the museum yesterday to Prado. It's the best we can offer, you know. So when you're sharing your best, the things you value most, then you have like common ground, you know, to build from. So
Yes. Lovely.
But like we are going to be open to the others, and we, for example, I didn't know Jose before the course, but he texts me because I got problems with my emails.
oh,
And like he texts me, and after that we catch up here, and it was amazing because we were open to each other's. And for me, I find new friends like here, and new some cultural stuffs. Like we've got me and Dania, my friends from Poland, living together, and we're very lucky because Jose speaks Spanish too. So
he's a translator. Right?
yeah, we're just laughing because not all of the Spanish people speak English. Like in Poland, when you go to some places like to the restaurants or to the museum, there is always one person that speaks in English,
Yeah.
so it's easier sometimes. And here, they just love their language so much that they don't want to speak in another language. And at first it was hard. I was learning Spanish, but the Spanish, it's not the same from the school. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
it's so hard to understand anything. Like,
That's good.
so it's good to meet new friends
Right.
here or from the other sides of the Europe, just to make friends. We can meet after the courses, like, or in another courses. So it's a great.
Perfect. Okay. I want to finish with a reflection. And also, I want you to express and tell a possible future participant why being part of ACE2 is something that goes beyond borders. Starting with you, Jose, please.
Sure. I mean, I will say everyone that has the possibility should join, because you're gonna have like the both sides, like the academic part is really important because you need to learn in order to apply, but you really apply because real. At the same time, as we all said, the international aspect is really important. So we really get to know different cultures, and more than ever, we need to be really united. And the European Union is making it happen. So we need to act like a group of people that really interact together. And we need to find solutions for all of us. We need to have new startups, new ventures that develop solutions for the whole Europe and for the whole world. I would say these kind of programs, and this one specifically, it's a really nice opportunity to do it that way, to really go deep in knowledge and to really enjoy different cultures and to learn from others and add value to society. And that's it, yeah.
Thank you, Jose. Signe.
I can only add to what you just said, that just go for it. But I would like to encourage students, even if you see the topic of a learning opportunity and you cannot like 200% relate to it, it's probably not your field, go for it anyway, because you never know what it may bring to you, to your mindset and skill set. And even if it's not exactly your field of study, do it anyway. It may turn out in unexpected way that you gain a lot. You build contacts, friends, you go for a trip afterwards, whatever.
Yes, I totally agree with you, because maybe the subject of the program, it's not a problem or something that affects you, but it affects the community. So you can put on the table your skills and your knowledge in order to solve a problem that maybe doesn't affect you, but it affects our surroundings. And so I totally agree with you. What about you, Verónica?
Yeah, me too. I can't agree more, because what these programs offer, or the Alliance for us, is like taking the idea of Europe or of a bigger world to become real in your life, like in your person, in your family, in your society, and in this institution. So I think that making things real, making things happen is what life is about, you know? So I encourage you, everybody who's listening to us, and it's not like that maybe doesn't ring a bell to them or they're afraid of their English or whatever. As you can see, none of us speaks perfect English, but we manage and we communicate. So it's all about making it happen for you and for our institution.
I agree with all of you because, like, you know, you can learn these things like in your country in online classes, but you cannot touch it at all. Like here, you can see the other views of some things, like the elder people, like we are participating in a course of active aging. They're really different here. Like you can see the other side or the other view of them. You can just talk to the others and whatever comes to your mind, you can share it with the others and like talk about it or find the other ways to solve some problems. So like it's a great one. It's not like the same if you're doing it alone, like in your country, in your own language, because like you said, English, it can be hard to someone, but here it's a great place to practice it.
Yeah.
Like if you're not gonna start speaking with the others, you're not gonna learn English well. Like for me, I know my grammar is not as good as I wanted, but I'm trying, I'm speaking in this English and people understand me. Like, I think this is the point. So the course gives people chances to explore something like places or to meet some people and to just improve their skills.
Okay. Today's conversation shows that interculturality is not decoration. It works, but it requires patience, humility, and courage. But it also generates something extraordinary, the ability to collaborate beyond familiarity. Through these initiatives, like the ABC Active Aging Program and the Cultural Trainership, we are not simply organizing mobility. We are cultivating competence, empathy, and self-European responsibility. And perhaps interculturality is exactly this. Not reducing difference, but learning how to build together through them. Thank you all for being part of this dialogue and hope to see you soon.
Thank you.